Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Ashley, and if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. But in today's video, I'm going to be explaining where I've been this past month. Literally the craziest things keep happening to me, and that's why I'm like in and out of YouTube right now. Promise, I love YouTube and I love making videos, but I've been going through some things. Now, shout out to Rob for the strawberry refresher. I've been getting it actually with no water recently. I love it, and I just can't find anything else that tastes exactly like that, or I would stop going to Starbucks. If you're not already familiar with my car, this is Beamy. She recently exploded. Like, quite literally blew up. So, I'm gonna tell you guys the story on that. Now, if you don't know, this is like my main daily driver. It is a 2006. She's very old, but I don't know, she's pretty sturdy on the daily. I don't know what her problem's been, but it's a 2006 325i is what I drive. Oh my gosh, it's also so sunny. Like, this glare is bothering me so much. Also, I'm probably going to put on my new Firmoo sunglasses. Now, if you guys haven't tried out Firmoo, I love them. I love them for glasses. I've done a whole bunch of glasses videos with them before. They're my favorite. Now, I have sunglasses from Firmoo. Aren't these absolutely adorable? Look at the detail on the side. So cute, so cool, girl. Now, have you guys ever found anything that, like, does this for you? Like, I don't know. I can't find any headbands that actually push your hair back like this. I will wear sunglasses just for the vibe. Like, just for the styling. But, I got this pair and I also got this pair. They're very, very similar. But if you don't know, Firmoo sunglasses are so sturdy. Like, do you hear how solid these are? Also, like, see the way they bend? Like, they're so strong. Look at how cute. Styling. Check out my link down below for a coupon code because Firmoo's actually so affordable. And if you haven't tried them out, or if you haven't really invested in sunglasses, I would definitely recommend because these last and they're sturdy. And I feel like if I drop them on the concrete, they'd be fine, and that's pretty much how I treat my sunglasses, and I don't know where any of them are, so I'm going to be keeping these bad boys, especially because they have a case. I can just toss it in my purse and it'll be fine. Long story short, actually, if you want to see the long story short, check out my TikTok. I'll put that down below. I don't really post on there, but I did post a short version of this story on there. Anyway, the BMW broke. It, like, blew up. I don't even know how to, like, story time, you know? I'm, like, all over the place, but I talk pretty fast, so you should be able to get through this video. So, I was at work, and now for work, I actually drive. So I drive my personal car, and I love that because, like, it's my car. Now, I was leaving my work to go to the place where I was going for the day. And I noticed when I got to my car that my tire was a little flat. And I was like, okay, I'll just, like, air it up real quick. It probably needs gas anyway, because I let my car go all the way down to, like, 0 before I get gas. I noticed that the tire's not filling up when I'm trying to fill it up, and I'm like, now we've had this problem 3 times before, and you're probably like, Ashley, why didn't you just get all the tires changed at the same time? Girl's broke. Like, why am I gonna get all 4 new tires for like $500? Not gonna do that because one tire for this thing is like $200. So listen, I'm like, okay, I'll put a little picture here of the tire. Rim was on the ground. Rim was on the ground. I was like, there's no way. There's no way this is happening right now. And I don't live too far from a place that can give me a new tire, so I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out in the parking lot. This couple pulls up and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm fine. I'll get out of your way. Like, because they needed, like, air in their tire too. So I pull up and I'm like, okay, I gotta call like 3 different places. So I call the 3 nearest places to me, and the first place that I called, it was going to take all day. Second place I called, didn't have the tire. I'm like, great. And then third place I called was the place that I typically go to, but I didn't want to go there because it's like, I don't know, it's kind of weird there. So I call them. They're like, yeah, we can do it in 30 minutes. Don't even worry. I was like, oh, 30 minutes? You know you have 30 minutes? Anyway, oh my god, I'm like so TikToked out. Like, my brain is just mush now. What is that called? I don't know. Anyway, I am like, this thing has got to make it. There's like a straight shot pretty much from where I was at the gas station. It's like 2 miles from there. So I was like, you know what? I think these are the, what are they called, tires? It's where like, you'll be flat, but they'll still go. flat runners, maybe. So I was like, I'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. If I just calm down and praise the Lord, I will be okay. So I drive up there. I make it. Rim is still on the ground. I think I have a picture of it parked in the tire place too. But I get there and it ends up being like 2 hours. I call my boss. I'm like, hey, just so you know, my tire's flat, but like they said it would be 30 minutes. I don't know, but I've already been sitting here for 30 minutes. I'm trying to get a new tire. And he's like, don't worry about it. Just whenever you're done, let me know, and then go off and go ahead and do your thing. I'm like, okay. So tire gets fixed $200 later though. And I'm like, great. So now I actually finally have all new tires on this thing, which is great. Ish. I don't know why my tire light's still on, but whatever. I'm also in a church parking lot right now because that's like where I film all my videos. So there's people like going by. So if I'm like, that's why. So anyway, I was like, all right, we're good to go. Like, day has been saved. $200 down the drain though, but like whatever. Car needed it anyway. So I start driving to my destination, which is out in the middle of nowhere, by the way. So before I even get there, my car's a flashing. It's a stinking, and it's like, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. And I'm like, oh my God. We actually might have a real problem here. Like, the tire I can figure out, but it's like freaking out. And then look, I have this thing. This is the cheap one that I keep in my car. The nice one is in my fiance's car because I got a big discount on that when I went and got it. I got it for him for like Christmas, maybe last year or the year before. I don't know. But I keep the little cheap one in my car because my car typically breaks down less than his does. So, and I know how to use this one, where the other one, it's like, do you want to buy the new part now? And I'm like, no. But anyway, I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? And I see a temperature thing. And on a BMW, it doesn't tell you if it's overheating. Like, that's like not an option. It also doesn't tell you, like, you can't read your oil. There's like a whole bunch of like buttons you have to press to figure anything out on this thing. And it's just really difficult. And I'm like, it looks like a sailboat with a thermometer. So I immediately call my boyfriend. I'm like, bro, this thing is about to catch on fire. Well, he was like, he's my fiance. I don't know why I keep saying boyfriend. It's the same person. Just stay with me. And he's like, you need to pull over right now. I'm like, I don't have time to pull over right now. Like, I'm supposed to be working right now. And he was like, Ashley, that doesn't matter. You can't ruin your car. And then it's like, stinking. It's hot in here. And then I was like, uh-oh. I pull over into a Kroger parking lot. And I'm like, you know what I gotta do? I gotta get some coolant. I go and I get coolant from a Kroger. I'm like looking around, trying to find like a 50-50 coolant instead of just like a 100. I don't know. I don't really know. I just know coolant is supposed to cool it down. So, at that point, I'm like, yep, my car is on fire. It's blowing up. It's very bad. But it wasn't bad yet. So I go back out and I'm like, you know what? I know what I'm supposed to do. So I pop the hood and it's like hot. It's smoking. It's steaming. I'm like, oh my God. Great. Because like, who wants to really buy a new car right now? Like, cars are so expensive. Anyway, I actually am selling my 350Z if you guys want it. You probably don't because cars are literally so expensive right now. But anyway, I'm about to like pour the coolant in. So I go to like twist the cap and it's like super hot. So I'm like, and this guy's like, no, don't do that. It's going to explode all over your face. And I was like, oh my God, no. But I'm like, okay, it's like really not that hot because like I wasn't really driving that far. And it had been sitting at the car place for like hours. And I was like, did they do that to my car? But whatever, conspiracy out the window. Oh my gosh, a deer female. Anyway, I'm awful at singing. So, I'm so distracted. It's literally, there's like crack in this. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, okay, sir. And I was on the phone with my fiance at the time. So I hung up on him because I was like, this man, he's gonna fix my car. I don't know. And he was like, back up, it's gonna explode. I'm like, oh my God, really? So he like starts like untwisting it and he's like, whoa, yeah, it's hot. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was gonna get like a jacket or something to undo it, but whatever. And he starts dumping the thing. The coolant, I guess, was gone. There was like none in there. And I was like, I don't know, it's been like leaking, whatever. But he was like, has it been leaking recently? I was like, no, because that wasn't recently. It was like, it had been leaking. But, and then my boyfriend was like, well, you need to get oil too. And I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just want the car to be running again. So then the guy was like,
well, I want to be a fireman when I grow up too. So he's like, can I show you around the corner to all my fireman stuff?
Like, well, I'm gonna go into Kroger. I'm gonna leave you here. You just sit with the car, and whenever you take off, if you go in this direction, I'll follow you. And I was like, okay, whatever you say, sir. Like, I don't know. So I waited for him to get out of the Kroger before I headed off to the road. And I was going this way, and he was like, oh, I'll go that way too. He was like, my daughter's name's Ashley, so blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, trust. Like, I don't know. So it actually explodes and literally dies on the actual road once he follows me. So that was great. And then I got in his car and he took me home. That's the part where I was like, yeah, if your mom hasn't taught you about stranger danger, I'm about to. Don't get in a car with a stranger. But also, he was like literally, he knew like what road I lived off of. Not like knew, like he was like, where do you live? And I was like, oh, he's like, oh, I know where that's at. That's like right down the street from my house. So like, I was like, oh, he knows where I live. So like, it's okay. And I had literally called a girl that works with me and was like, hey girl, like, I might need you to pick me up, might not. Like, I don't know what's going on right now. My car's just like not working. It's overheating. It's like, it's exploding right now. I don't really know. She was like, okay, just like let me know if you need me to take you home or blah, blah, blah. And I had told my boyfriend, I had told everybody, anybody could have picked me up, and I let this man take me home. Well, also, he had the same car as me, but like not. He had the nicer version. He had an M3. And I was like, okay, yes, drive me home. So, yeah, it overheated. It needed a new water pump, thermostat housing. I don't know, maybe. I can't remember what it was called. But this thing was out of business for approximately a week because it took so long for the part to get here. And then it was $500 down the drain at that point. But my fiance fixed it for me, so I didn't have to like buy a mechanic or have anybody like actually fix it. So that was fun. But yeah, and I had like so much going on that week too. Like I had to go to a wedding. Like it was something. It really was something. So yeah, that's where I've been, guys. My car literally exploded. So, but I'm back in her and she's better than ever for now. But we're like, okay, and the only reason I know how many miles I have, okay, because my car is turned off right now, is my Valvoline sticker. Because I know it's got over 207 miles because I am due for an oil change and I just haven't gotten one. So that's like the reason it keeps breaking down. But like it's had the rack and pinion replaced. It's literally had anything and everything. Spark plugs, coil packs, all of it. So she should be sturdy for now. Why do I not buy a new car, you're probably wondering? Because I literally refuse to take out a loan for a car. So if you ever see me in a different car, I literally bought that straight up. Saved up for it, straight up. But anyway, that's where I've been, you guys. So I'm actually going to start posting more. Fingers crossed. But I do have a really cute video planned coming soon. I'm super excited about it because it's an archive. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm so excited for it. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But that is all I have for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see y'all later. Bye. Wish me luck with all my cars and all my future cars. Love you. Bye.